Hey, how's it going? Cesar Rodriguez here, and in this video, I just want to have a little heart-to-heart with my entrepreneurs out there, all of you guys in the direct sales and network marketing industry that have got phenomenal opportunities that you're out there exposing every single day, trying to change lives, trying to help other people to better their financial situations, and to show them your incredible products, services, or opportunities. Now, a common objection that a lot of people give is, I don't have the money. Let me share something with you and debunk that right off the bat. There's no such thing as an I don't have the money objection. That's not a money objection. You know what that is? That's a vision problem. Money objection equals vision problem. I want you to go ahead and make that connection right now and remember that for the rest of your life. Their problem is that they don't have the vision to picture themselves in an opportunity where they could never have to say they don't have the money again. Here's the thing. Why in the world would anyone say, I don't have the money to something that could financially change their lives? It doesn't make sense, does it? Think about it. I don't have the money, so I'm not going to find the money so that I can get involved with something that allows me to never say I don't have the money again, because I could literally write my own paycheck, pick my own hours, make as much money as I want. Sky's the limit. Well, what it really is they don't have, once again, the vision to be able to picture themselves succeeding in your particular opportunity. So here's typically why. They've been beat down and rejected by life so bad that they have next to no confidence. So they're scared, they're terrified, and they don't believe in themselves enough to be able to make that money back. And I can prove that to you, because I could take that same person that just told you they don't have the money, and I can jingle my keys and I can say, hey, listen, here's the deal. All right, in this hypothetical situation, I could go up to any person who's ever told you don't have the money, and I could say, hey, look, I've got right now in the driveway, all right, a brand new Ferrari California. This car costs over $100,000. It's a hardtop convertible. It's bad to the bone. All right. Look, even if you don't like that car, you could take it and you can sell it. It's completely legit. I could show you the title, and you could see that I'm 100% willing to give you that car for free. If I explain that hypothetical situation to your prospect and said, the only thing you need is $150 or $300 or $500 or whatever cost your opportunity is, and you can go ahead and walk away with that, do you think they'd tell me they don't have the money? Not a chance. They'd probably say, hey, you know what? I don't have the money right this second, but if you'll just allow me to have a couple of hours or a day or make a couple of phone calls, I will have that money to you, and I will gladly take that car off your hands in exchange for that amount of money, right? So again, it's not a money problem. It is a vision problem, because they don't see the value and they don't believe they could do it. But now, what would that person do? How would the person that has no money all of a sudden come up with the money? Well, what would they do? Now, look, I'll give you a real life situation. I was actually talking with an individual the other day, and this is a person that really wanted to work with me, and they talked to my assistant, all right, because I don't have time to call all of my leads. I've got way too many, so I have an assistant. She full-time, basically picks up the phone, calls people, and pre-qualifies them for my time. All right, so I don't almost hear any objections at this point, but every now and again, someone will squeak through, and they'll have been turned down by her as they were, because I've instructed her. I said, anyone that tells you they don't have the money, turn them down right away, flat out, next. Here's why. This person reached out to me and they said, well, hey, look, I was wondering if I could get a second chance at this. The problem is I just don't have the money. And I told him, I said, look, I've instructed my assistant to turn down every single person that tells me they don't have the money. Here's why. Because it's not about the money. It's, once again, it's a vision problem. And again, I explained to them, I said, you're probably so beat down from life that you don't have the confidence to believe that working with me, that you could make even your original investment back. And you know what? To me, that just tells me that there's a general lack of ingenuity and creativity on your part. Because if I knew, knowing what I know now, that I had the opportunity to work with me, and I was in a financial position where money was tight and it was really hurting, I wouldn't dare say I don't have the money. What I would do is I would say, listen, give me, how many days can I get? Give me 2-3 days. And I would think about 800 different ways to come up with the money so I could take advantage of that opportunity. For example, I might pawn some stuff. You can go to a pawn shop, take some stuff, and probably raise the investment capital required to get started in that business. So again, it's a vision problem. If you really and truly believe, like if I said, I can promise you, like if you knew if you had no money, but you knew you could make $1,000 within the next 30 days, and it was a fact, and it was like a guarantee in writing, like, you give me $149 at the end of this month, I will give you $1,000. I could promise you right now, you would come up with the money. If it was a guarantee, because you'd go to a pawn shop and you say, look, so I can give you this, and you'll give me blank amount of money, the money I need, and then I can take the $1,000 that I'm about to make, come back and pick this up, and I've lost nothing? You'd do that all day, wouldn't you, if there was the guarantee that you'd be successful. Now, why is there no guarantee? Because you don't believe in yourself, right? So here's the thing. I would pawn some stuff. I would sell some stuff on Craigslist, eBay. I would ask a bunch of friends. I'd say, how much is the investment? All right, well, it's this. Well, then I'm going to ask this many people for 20 bucks each. Or I'm going to ask one person for all of it all at once. You would think of a way. So people that don't and can't come up with the money, so they say, are just basically, to me, they're uncreative. They have no ingenuity. They don't have the drive. They don't believe in themselves. They're not confident. And they're just not the type of people that at this point in my life, in my business, that I care to really work with, because I'm going to require a certain level of creativity from you. Look, it takes creativity to be successful, right? So if I'm going to lay out the blueprint and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do, if you're going to constantly come up with excuses and constantly going to come up with, reasons for why you can't do a thing, then that's telling me right off the bat that you're probably not a real leader. And I know personally, I'm looking to groom real leaders. I'm looking to groom and work with people that don't make excuses, that people that find a way. I actually shared, and there's another video on this as well that I've got out there, but my sponsor, when I first got started, I was 21 years old, and I was broke, and I was clueless, and I was looking for answers, and I wanted to be successful. I just didn't know what, where, how, or whatever. So the first time I had an opportunity, the very first time, I jumped on it. I did. My sponsor, and I jumped on it, and then I was like, what's next? And he told me what I needed to do, and I didn't particularly, he said, you need to come out here and go to this training or whatever, and I was like, oh gosh, well, I told him, I gave him some objections, because again, I was new, I wasn't really there, and he just said, hey, listen, I said, look, it's just a long distance, there's gas, and it's far away, and it's last minute, and he said, hey, look, I'm looking for leaders, and leaders will always find a way. Leaders will always find a way, you'll figure it out. If you want to work with me, you'll figure it out. And I always figured it out. So my mindset today is, hey, I always figured it out. So anyone I'm talking to, I want to work with people that are like me. So I want them to figure it out. I want them to tap into the resourcefulness of their mind. I want them to be creative and look for out-of-the-box solutions. The best solutions are found out of the box. I want them to think. I want to talk to someone that doesn't have the money and to hear them say, hey, I don't have the money, but if you give me 3 days, I will come back to you, and on the 3rd day with the money, and they don't even have a plan. They don't even have a plan for how they're going to do it. They just know, hey, I said 3 days, on 3 days I'll be back and I'll get started. That's what I like to hear. That's a person that I'll work with, a person that will figure it out every time. And I'm going to tell you something, those are leaders. So for you entrepreneurs out there, when you get someone that says, oh, I don't have the money, there could be something that you didn't maybe draw out and explain as clearly. There might be a piece of information. Maybe there was something missing in your presentation. Maybe there was something that they couldn't quite get. But then again, maybe they're just not the right person. Maybe they're just not a leader. Maybe it's a blessing that they told you that they didn't have the money, because that saved you from a whole lot of heartache and pain of working with someone who's just going to always reach for an excuse. Because when someone says, hey, I don't have the money, it's like game over. Like they just go, oh, I don't have it. Well, I guess that's it. Show's over. Sorry, can't do it. And guess what? Those same exact people are going to be in the same exact places. I can tell you today, you can ask my girlfriend, everywhere we go out and about in my town, I run across people that I have prospect. And they go, Caesar, how's it going? Hey, how's that business thing going? And I just go, it's going great, man. Everything's good. I don't really, I'd hurt their feelings if I told them how good it was really going. But I just say, hey, look, it's going good. How are you doing? And it amazes me, how many of those people are still in the same exact places that they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They're still waiting tables. They're still a cashier. They're still doing this. They're still complaining and saying they don't have the money. Now, if you're looking at this video right now, and someone has actually shared with you an opportunity where you might potentially have a chance to never have to say that you don't have the money again, and you told them that you don't have the money, it's okay. I've made excuses before in my life too, but then I also was just so blessed and fortunate enough to have someone that mentored and worked with me that refused to take any of my excuses, so they constantly challenged me to step up. They wouldn't hear it. They just said, hey, look, I'm going with or without you. You coming along? And I wanted to come along so bad because I never wanted to have to say I don't have the money again. So I would challenge you, if you're taking a look at an opportunity and someone shared with you something and you told them they don't have the money, ask yourself this. What if this worked and you never found out? What if this was the one? What if this was the one thing that if you just believed in yourself and you just took that step, that it could literally change everything for your life and you'd never have to say you don't have the money again? I know myself, 12 years ago, I took a chance on me and invested in myself to get started with something, and it absolutely changed my life and my business. I would challenge you to do the same thing, because you never know. What if this worked and you never found out? And do you really want to live with that kind of regret? And if you are an entrepreneur and you've offered an opportunity to somebody and they told you that, I would share with them this video and I'd give them one last chance. Just one. Don't give them any more than one last chance. And see if they're a leader. Test them out. See if they're the type of person that's going to be resourceful and they're going to step up. And if they are, you work with that person and you help them to be successful. You help them to make that money back, whatever it takes. No excuses on your part either. All right? With that being said, I'm Cesar Rodriguez. I just had to go on this little rant here. I wanted to share this because it's deep rooted in my heart. I think too many times today people have got they've just got vision problems. And we're going to go ahead and get you some corrective lenses so you can go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity in front of you. All right? I'm Cesar Rodriguez. Take care and have an awesome day.